Hey everyone, it is late at night and I'm Norman. It's been a little while, so I thought it would be good to do a watch trade challenge update. Alright, so just in case you haven't been following the whole watch trade challenge thing, a while ago I decided to put up my black dial Timex Marlin and see if anyone out there wanted to trade a watch for it. So it's been a few iterations now, and I recently traded away an amazing looking vintage Hamilton watch. Of course, I did a full review of it, so track that video down if you want to see that amazing looking watch. The piece that I got for that one is this great looking Dan Henry. This is a quartz chronograph watch, and tonight I'm going to get some wrist shots of it. This watch is currently available for trade if you're interested in it. However, I have two other watches that are also up for trade, and we can mix and match them however you like. The Toell Explore Homage is also available. I also have this dressy Shanghai watch. This is a mechanical watch. By the way, the Toell is also a mechanical piece. That one's an automatic. So let's take a closer look at these watches and get some wrist shots. Here's a closer look at the Dan Henry. The anti-reflective coating on that crystal makes some pretty cool colors. See that crazy blue? Yeah, this is a great looking piece. The bracelet is pretty solid on it. I do not have any extra links though. However, on my 7-inch wrist, it is micro adjusted out at the furthest one, and it's kind of loose on my wrist. So if you have 7-inch wrists, maybe 7 1/4, I'm not sure about 7 1/2, this should fit you fine. If you have smaller wrists, you can remove one or more of these links here to get it to fit you properly. But yeah, it's not overly jangly or anything like that. I love this style of chronograph pusher. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I did a full review of this watch, so if you want to see that, I'll have a link to it in the description below. This watch is available for trade if you are interested in it. I personally own a different Dan Henry, and it's pretty brilliant, even though mine wears large. However, I put it on a bund strap, and that watch looks super cool on that strap. Also, as I've already mentioned, available for trade is this Shanghai watch. It's not an expensive watch at all. I think these are pretty cheap. However, I can pair this with one of the other watches or all three if you are interested in any combination of the 3 watches I currently have available for trade. Aesthetically, it looks great. It's a proper dress watch size. I think it's 37 or 38 millimeters if I remember correctly. I'll have to revisit the review I did on this watch, I don't recall. Great looking crystal. Yeah, it's a pretty classy looking piece. And when I received it, it was new, so it's in excellent condition. The strap on it will need to be replaced though. This one's pretty stiff. Or you could wear it and break it in, and then it probably wouldn't be too terrible. Just wear it till it dies. And this piece is one of my own watches that I traded to the Watch Trade Challenge for the vintage Benris. I have worn this on a couple different vacations, and it's been great. The bracelet is in good shape. There's the toolless micro adjustment on this clasp, which is phenomenal. I feel like most clasps should have that. I mean, look at all the potential micro adjustments there, and you don't need any tools. So if you're on vacation, you can just adjust it as needed, depending on the weather. It has a sapphire crystal, automatic movement, and so far it seems to be a very sturdy piece. So once again, any mix or match of these three watches I can do if you're interested. So if you want to trade for one, that's fine, or two, or all three. Just shoot me an email. My email address is in the description below. Alright, so let me take off my vintage Caravelle watch, and I will get some wrist shots of these three pieces. Here is the Dan Henry on my 7-inch wrist, and my wrist is 55 millimeters wide for context. That clasp is pretty interesting. It has the one button on the side there. I like this bracelet. Looks great on this piece. And I feel like the size wears really well. It's a nice moderate size. It's not huge, it's not small. Very cool. Here is what the Shanghai looks like when you're wearing it. I like the look of that Chinese character on the top and that seconds hand. This watch has a great aesthetic to it. That crystal. It also is a nice dialed in size. It's sub 40, but has some decent wrist presence. And here is the Toell. That is a great looking piece. This is 36 millimeters. Has a contemporary Explorer style dial on it. Great rugged tooly piece. I like it. There you have it, the three watches that are currently available for trade. If you're interested in trading something for these, shoot me an email. My email address is in the description below. Thanks for watching.